up on Newsbreak, students voiced their concerns about anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism at the Illinois Student Government General Meeting.
Senator Elizabeth Warren receives backlash for her medical plan.
And a look back at traditions on campus.
All this and more on today's show. UI7 Newsbreak starts now.
From the Richmond Journalism Teaching Studio at the University of Illinois campus, this is your UI7 Newsbreak.
Hello, I'm Armani Baker.
And I'm Perry Apostolakos. Welcome to today's edition of UI7 Newsbreak.
Last night, the Illinois Student Government held a General Assembly meeting at the Activities and Recreation Center. Newsbreak's Zihan Wong says the meeting focused on condemning ignorance of racism and equating anti-Zionism with anti-Semitism.
Students flooded to the Arc for the General Assembly meeting on Wednesday night. The students expressed the protest of the racism and also the protest of the swastika issue happened weeks before. The Jewish students also held assembly outside near the Eckenberry dining hall. Student Senator Alan Kasnelson, the only Jewish member in Illinois student government, expressed the voice from the Jewish community.
Here we're consulted about this resolution, and this is a non-negotiable factor. That's completely unacceptable.
Kasnelson also expressed thanks for student support.
There has been approximately 400 Jewish students that flooded the Senate today, and Jewish student allies as well, in a show of solidarity for our causes.
But at the beginning, many students were blocked outside the meeting room because of the limitation of the capacity. Barry Ezrovitz, one of the students who hoped to join the meeting inside, described what he saw.
Looks like there's at least 100 people waiting out here. I'm sure that's massively diminished because the advertised place for this was the Pine Lounge in the Illini Union, which is a very long walk from here. So anyone, I bet there's plenty of folks there who have not even shown up here yet, and this larger space they got for the event isn't very large at all. So there's a lot of people out here now.
He said he hoped for the streaming to let people outside witness the event.
There's 100 means of doing that in that room. Plenty of bandwidth here. We're a massively technical university, and it's silly that we're not all watching a stream of this right now.
In the event, students and faculties from different colleges shared their voice, and also the criticism towards the university administration. Zihan Wang, UI7 News.
Chancellor Jones is not the only official facing criticism. Senator Elizabeth Warren is receiving a lot of backlash regarding how she plans to pay for Medicare for all. Newsbreak's Elizabeth Restrepo says the senator plans to roll out a plan over the next few weeks with information.
Senator Warren is jumping to the top of many presidential candidate polls, and with that, many of her campaign plans are coming to the spotlight, and Medicare for All is center stage.
You know, right now, the cost estimates on Medicare for All vary by trillions and trillions of dollars. And the different revenue streams for how to fund it, there are a lot of them.
Warren has yet to release a plan on how to pay for the idea, and opponents are catching on.
Well, I'd like to see how she's going to pay for it. I think it's really important that given this president has added trillions and trillions of dollars of debt, that we be straightforward with the American people.
Warren's opponents on stage are not the only ones questioning her plans. Everyday citizens are too.
I'm talking about Elizabeth Warren and how college is going to be free, how health care is going to be free. I'm sorry, we can't do that.
It's no surprise Warren is going all in for Medicare for All, as she has been a strong endorser of the concept for years. But there could be an answer to her opponent's criticism soon.
And over the next few weeks, to put out a plan that talks about specifically the cost of Medicare for All and specifically how we pay for it.
Until then, people are left to speculate on her plan. From Urbana, Elizabeth Restrepo.
While Senator Warren is looking to avoid butting heads against the other Democratic candidates, presidential hopeful Julian Castro is looking to avoid going bankrupt. The former Obama cabinet member announced that if he does not raise $800,000 by October 31st, he will drop out of the presidential race. Castro made the announcement to supporters in an email sent out on Monday. Without the $800,000, Castro will not meet the minimum requirement to qualify for the next Democratic national debate. The presidential candidate currently has about $670,000 of cash on hand for the campaign.
The future of Castro's political career is unclear. However, he is not alone. Newsbreak's Alex Aguilera says President Donald Trump's latest tweet has stirred up more controversy.
President Trump's recent tweet on his impeachment inquiry has raised some eyebrows from both political parties. In his tweet, Trump compared his inquiry to a lynching in which South Carolina Democratic Representative Jim Clyburn responded with his thoughts on it.
Well, I think to have the president classify a constitutional remedy to an unlawful, egregious act such as lynching is beneath the dignity of the office of President of the United States.
While Clyburn felt the comparison hit a certain low, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham felt that it was a reasonable take in regards to the president's inquiry.
I think that's pretty well accurate. This is a sham. This is a joke. I'm going to let the whole world know that if we were doing this to a Democratic president, you would be all over me right now. Not one person has asked me a question. What do you think about the fact that President Trump doesn't know who his accuser is? What do you think about the fact that the Republican minority cannot call witnesses, that everything's done behind closed doors? I can only imagine if this were a Democratic president, what you would be saying to me right now. So it shows a lot of things about our national media. When it's about Trump, who cares about the process, as long as you get him? So yeah, this is a lynching in every sense. This is un-American.
The impeachment inquiry against President Trump is currently moving forward with testimony set to take place this week. Alex Aguilera, UI7 Newsbreak.
Going from president number 45 to number 39, former President Jimmy Carter fell in his home Monday night. He remains in the hospital recovering. Carter suffered a pelvic fracture during his fall just days after his 95th birthday. This is the second time this month and the third time this year that the former president has been hurt in his home in Plains, Georgia. Carter is the longest living president, beating former President George H.W. Bush, who passed away last November, by 1 year and counting.
Now from almost 600 universities in the world. DC, I used to live there.
Winter is coming for anyone who wants to go outside this weekend. Remember, umbrellas and coats are your best friend in this rainy weather. This weekend, it looks like Friday is going to be partially cloudy skies with a high of 54 and a low of 38. Saturday, again, partly sunny skies with a high of 57 and a low of 46. And Sunday, finally, again, partially sunny skies with a high of 63 and a low of 39. It looks like we're going to have to wait until Sunday in order to go to the pumpkin patch this weekend, right, Armani?
Right. We're going to take a short break. Stay with us.
Ken? Madison?
The League of American Bicyclists has upgraded the university from a bronze to a silver, but it's not an Olympic event we're talking about here. U of I has been upgraded to a silver-level bicycle-friendly university, which means the campus has been improved upon the LAB's 5 evaluation areas, which include engineering, encouragement, education, enforcement, and evaluation. The step up has been attributed to the many projects throughout the years, including the MCORE project, the publication of the 2014 Campus Bike Plan, and of course, the launch of the VO Ride.
And many graduate students may have used bicycles to get to this year's Research Live competition. The annual event made its return for Graduation Appreciation Week at the Krannert Center for the Performing Arts. The competition is now in its 5th year. Graduate students competed in the event, presenting research they conducted on a topic of their choice. A panel of judges decided on 3 winners, while the audience voted on their favorite presenter for a People's Choice Award. The winners received cash prizes, with first place earning a prize of $300. Winner Rebecca Andrus flushed away the competition with her research on energy-saving toilets. Research Live is a fairly new tradition on campus, but there are plenty more established traditions. Newsbreak's Kenya Williams is going to tell us more about how traditions are present at U of I.
Thanks, Perry. Although many changes have occurred around the University of Illinois campus throughout the years, including new bars, restaurants, and housing developments, the one thing that remains present are the familiar traditions that continue through family, friends, and alumni. The main quad, alma mater, and Grange Grove are all highlights of the University of Illinois campus. But for 2019 graduate Jada Saab,
October, everything looks so different.
Coming back to campus seems harder than it is.
Like the skylines are different. Like I feel like so many of the buildings are different. And I know when I come back next year and the year after that, I'm not gonna know where so many things are, how things look anymore.
Saab worries that changes will cause more harm than good.
Sometimes changing a lot of the buildings and stuff and like expanding is always great, but how are we gonna keep that Illinois feeling? And I'm scared that all the construction and all the change might damage that feeling of like Illinois and being at home, you know?
Despite the changes, traditions continue to bring alumni like Frank Hackman back to campus.
It's a family tradition. My other son went here and daughter-in-law went here, a lot of relatives went here, so many generations of my family have been to camps.
Just for fun and for family events.
Yeah, we came up here almost every Mother's Weekend. We'd always stop in camps.
Although many cultures are changing at U of I, such as establishments closing and construction on Green Street, many traditions are still living on, such as the Illini Shuffle.
Because at Illinois, you create your own home, you create your own family with the people that you meet. So no matter where you go, you'll always have those traditions.
In Champaign-Urbana, Kenya Williams, Newsbreak.
Disney is Disney is known for having many characters, so many children, adults, and couples are bound to dress up this upcoming Halloween. But if you're looking for a couple's costume not related to Disney, Newsbreak's Jose Zepeda has got you covered. Jose went out to Dallas & Company in downtown Champaign with his girlfriend to get inspiration for their couple's costume. The team tried on a handful of costumes, from tacky tourists to a BLT sandwich. You can catch Jose and the rest of the Good Morning Illini crew tomorrow at 10 a.m. on YouTube and Facebook. I'm ready for Halloween. I don't know about you, Perry, but
I still haven't decided what I want to be. I don't know. It's so overwhelming. Every year, it just comes around and it sneaks up on you.
I'm not going to be anything but me. I'm going to be on the couch with some popcorn, and that's my costume.
Absolutely. So Halloween is... Well, the weather is going to be pretty chilly for Halloween this year, so everybody should really dress warm in their costumes.
They should.
For sure.
For sure.
For more of our stories, please follow us on Facebook.
Or see more of our stories on our YouTube page.
That is all we have for this edition of UI7 Newsbreak.
Thank you for watching and have a great day.